The main reason for your grief or sadness is nothing but your own oscillating mind. As long as your mind is not in rest, so long you get the same situation of grief and sadness or fear, and there are so many complexities which really hurt you. So we all must do that. How far or the best can we make this mind calm? For all thoughts, the source is the I thought. The mind will merge only by self enquiry. Who am I? The thought, who am I, will destroy all other thoughts and finally kill itself also. If other thoughts arise without trying to complete them, one must inquire to whom did this thought arise. What does it matter how many thoughts arise? As each thought arises, one must be watchful and ask to whom is this thought occurring. For everything in our life, the main or the root cause for these things, what we have been experiencing since our birth or since our like so many previous janmas, is only our mind. The first thought is I. From this I thought, the rest of the things will be placed. For everything, whatever you want to do, or whatever you want to see, or whatever you want to experience, or whatever you want to share, there's so many things regarding your life or regarding your emotions or your personal feelings. It's all because of your the basic thought is I. So the everything is related to the basic thought I. The I thought is the root cause for so many things. That I thought is because of our own ego. That I thought is nothing but ego. We can call it as ego also. Here the word ego is not in the negative sense what we are saying. The ego is the basic thought. After this ego means I, the existence of I. It makes so many things. So as long as the existence of this I thought is placed, so long we get several types of relations or the interconnectivity, whatever that we have been experiencing, that interconnectivity with several objects, several relations, by identifying them as the part of this ego or this I thought. So if we want to eliminate the grief or sad, whatever that sadness, so first we should see to eliminate this particular I thought. because there is no alternate for this. But we do several practices, sadhanas, and so many spiritual practices to get unperturbed or undisturbed peace and joy. But the main purpose of all sadhanas and practices is silence. Silence of what? Silence of mind. The answer is just silence of mind. Silence of mind means the thoughtless state is nothing but no existence of mind. The place of no mind. The thoughtless state itself is a place of no mind. At that particular point, we see a perennial source of joy or happiness. So the sadhana or the practice should lead us to attain the state of no mind. Even the thought of doing something, or even the perception regarding our own that I am doing this sadhana or I am doing this one to get culmination or for one salvation, even that thought also, it is an obstruction to get that supreme bliss. The sense of doership, even that is a sadhana or that is a materialistic thing. So the sense of doership should be merged in the self. So at that moment only we will get the real happiness. And the rest of the things, the all sadhanas and other things, definitely they lead us up to some extent, but after that the entire thing is beyond our intellectual part, beyond our logical, beyond our emotional, beyond our sensual things. We cannot explain the exact happiness or bliss with our mind. Why? Because the real bliss or happiness will be placed because of no mind. So at that moment we will have no words to explain that. So that is called Mahamauna. The Mahamauna is a real practice that should be attained by keep on practicing to keep the mind in silence. Though ancient and timeless sense attachments in the shape of subtle tendencies or vasanas may rise countless like the waves of the sea, they will all be destroyed as dhyana progresses. Here dhyana means be with our own self, not meditating one object or chanting or not chanting the mantra or something else. Dhyana means just observing our own self, observing our own substratum is called dhyana. So in this aspect, if a person keep on doing this, ultimately one fine day he will see that bliss, he will discover that bliss. So he need not go anywhere, he need not do anything. By doing nothing he will get that bliss.